Say hey, Nug. Say hello. Oh, he's being shy. Hey guys, welcome to Brunch Break episode 12. Holy cow, I'm like, I don't know how to do math. 3 months in? Is that right? I don't know. Today we're going to be talking about change and why you can't keep doing the same things and expecting a different result. So, change is super, super scary. I get it. I've been there. But so have you. You have done tons of things in your life that were different than the norm or different than you were used to. We've all dated new people. We've all went to a new school. We've all gotten new jobs. Everyone has been doing things for hundreds of years that were different than what they were used to. And I want to share with you that doing the same thing with your nutrition and your lifestyle is something that it definitely can seem a lot more scary because you're almost overhauling everything, or it can seem like that. It can seem like you're overhauling your entire life, and in a way you are, but we want to remember what we want in the end goal, right? So a couple brunch breaks ago, I talked about the first 2 steps of change and lasting change and sustainable change, and what do we need to do when we want to make a lifestyle change? What are the first 2 steps? And the first step is knowing what you want, because if you don't know what you want, then it's going to be really hard for you to put things into place to get there. So decide what you want. And I hear a lot, oh, I want to lose 20 pounds. Okay, why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Oh, I want to be thin. Okay, cool, great. Why do you want to be thin though? So the second part of this is the why. So deciding what you want and deciding why you want it are, in my opinion, some of the first 2, or if not the first 2 steps that you should take when making a lifestyle change so that it will stick. Because I know for me, I wanted so many things before I actually made my lifestyle change. I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to, be thin. I wanted to overcome emotional eating, but I really didn't have big whys. My whys were not bigger than my excuses. My excuses still overpowered anything that I wanted. It didn't matter if I wanted to lose weight and overcome emotional eating and, it didn't matter because what I wanted at that time more than to lose weight and overcome emotional eating was to eat an entire bag of Cheetos. That was more important to me than what I wanted. So until my whys were bigger than my excuses, it was super hard for me to have anything stick and have anything last and to have any drive towards doing anything. So decide what you want and why you want it. Super, super important. Dig deep on those whys. But change is scary. Change is super scary. So once you decide what you want and why you want it, it's like, okay, now I have to do some things, right? Like now I have to make some changes. And let me tell you this, I had no idea what I was doing when I first decided to make a lifestyle nutrition change. I had no clue. I was 233 pounds. I had tried every single diet before, and I was like, I guess I don't know. But what I realized was that if I wanted something that I had never had before, which was, in my adult life, to be under 200 pounds. I'd never been under 200 pounds before. I'd never been under 190, 180, 170, 160. I'd never seen that. And it wasn't just about the weight, but I'm just using that for an example's sake. If I wanted something that I never had before, then I had to start doing things that I had never done before. You can't keep doing the same shit and expecting a different result. And I did for so long. I was like, oh, geez, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I don't know why I'm still, obese. I don't know why I have headaches every day as I'm eating an entire family-sized bag of Cheetos and drinking an entire box of Franzia wine. It's like, I had to look at what I was doing, and I had to take that seriously. And up until May 19th, 2013, the day I decided to make my lifestyle change, I wasn't serious with myself about those things. Like, actually really serious. I was like, oh, well, I just have a, food addiction problem, or, oh, I'm just bigger boned, I'll just always be overweight, or, oh, I'm emotional, I had a bad day. I always had all of these reasons and these excuses to back up my bad behavior. And until I, first off decided to make a change, knew what I want and why I wanted it, I had to start implementing new things so that I could get to where I want to go. I was so unhappy with myself and my health and who I was as a person, even though I wasn't fake or anything like that, but I was just like, it was almost like a saran wrapped version of myself. Like I was still friendly, positive, happy, social and things like that, but it wasn't in the way that I am now. It was just very like foggy and like saran wrapped version of myself is kind of a good way to put it. I was still me, but I wasn't really living out. I was like kind of trapped. I could see, but I was like, I couldn't get out. Does that make sense? And so, I forget where I was going with that. So I had to be serious with myself about the changes that I wanted. And up until that point, I had made all these excuses for what I was currently doing. And when I decided to make a change and I just decided what my whys were, personally, I didn't want to wake up in the morning, struggle to get out of bed, barely breathing. We don't even have like a high bed. Like literally the mattress is on the floor. And I couldn't get out of bed in the morning because I was so exhausted. I was so tired. I was carrying around a large amount of excess weight. And once I did get up out of bed, I was like, what am I going to wear today? Because nothing fits. Everything's tight. I don't like anything. Nothing feels good when I'm wearing it. I would just layer myself in cardigan after cardigan and a ton of scarves and really flowy, like loose clothes, and then getting ready for work, looking in the mirror and just looking at this person like, who is this person? I don't know who this is. I feel like I'm not in my own body. So those were just a few of my whys of something that I didn't want to go through every single day. Going down the stairs was okay, but then I realized I forgot my charger upstairs, and going back up a flight of stairs was like the worst thing. Even getting out of my car was horrible. Like, I'm serious. It was like such a chore for me to like get out of the car, go up the stairs, bend over and tie my shoes. Like my asthma was, got worse and worse and worse the more weight I put on. And the longer I kept this weight on, that I remained overweight, obese. And so those were a few of my whys. And so I had to get really, really seriously and really serious about what I was doing. And so I had to start changing my actions and what I did so that I could get where I wanted to go. I didn't want to feel like that in the morning. I didn't want to huff and puff going up the stairs. So in order to do that, I had to change what I was doing and replace it with something new. And was that scary? Hell yeah. Like I said, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know that I was going to have to put in a ton of work. I think I did a little bit, but I really wasn't ready or prepared for, the big changes that were coming in my life. Of course, I welcomed them because I wanted it and needed it and I was ready. But I just didn't know how it was going to look. And it's really, really, you really won't know exactly how it is going to look. You just won't. You can make plans. You can think you know how it might look. But look, life is going to throw us curveballs. We're going to get stuck. We're going to, struggle and have to push through an obstacle, whether that be nutrition related or just, general lifestyle related or at work or something, right? Things are going to throw us off. And so we can't lay out exactly how it's going to look, but what we can do is take daily action to make the changes needed to get to where we want to go. And so I mentioned I couldn't keep doing the same shit and expecting a different result. I couldn't keep sitting on the couch all hours of the day, drinking a box of wine, eating a bag of donuts, and expect to lose weight. I couldn't keep all this horrible food around me and say yes to every temptation that surrounded me every day. I had to say no in order to get to where I wanted to go. I had to make changes. And I'm not talking about consistency here, because consistency is a different story. Consistency is doing something that is beneficial to your life that over time, a lot of little things put together will get you where you want to go. What I'm talking about is changing the things that aren't going to get you there and replacing them with the good and with the consistent actions. So another thing that I want to note here before I let you guys go is that a lot of people are focused on the end goal. Because I talked about at the beginning of this video, know what you want and why you want it, and let's do things to get there, put things into place to get there. But a lot of people think about this end goal and how they just want to be there and they'll do anything to get there. But then at the same time, it's like so far away. And when am I going to get there? And like, oh my gosh, it seems like so far out of reach, right? And what happens a lot of times is people get caught up in that end goal being so far away. And they're like, oh, this, 1 week of going hog wild and eating a bunch of cheeseburgers isn't going to change anything because my end goal is so far away. I'm guilty of this like a ton. But what I want you to remember is that the end goal, while it might be in the future, right? We have to strip back and take daily steps and put daily actions into place to get to that end goal and not think of it as like, gosh, it's so far away. Like, oh, I'm never going to get there. I'm just going to eat this gallon of ice cream, because that gallon of ice cream has an impact on that end goal. So strip back. Yes, it might be in the future. We'll get there. Don't worry, because you taking consistent steps and actions will get you there. But let's strip back and look at what are those actions that you're taking, and are you doing the things needed, and are you putting the things in place needed to get to where you want to go? So if you want help and support doing all of this, get in our monthly membership site, NutriBabe Nation. We just opened the doors at the beginning of July, a few weeks ago, and we already have over 60 members. And what happens here in NutriBabe Nation not only is a ton of guidance and resources and tools and courses, but it's a community of people that have that same end goal, that are going through the same struggles, that have a lot of the same, situations and obstacles that you have. And so if you are wanting that extra guidance and support and tools needed and accountability to get you where you want to go and help you in this journey, why not be surrounded by support and coaches who have been there and people on your journey? I was alone on my journey. I talk about this a lot, and it sucked. And that's why I'm a coach now. And that's why I created NutriBabe Nation, this monthly membership site where people had somewhere to go. It's a closed environment. It's all in one place. And not only do you get the tools, resources, recipes, how-tos, videos, you're surrounded by a ton of people and community and a social platform that will help build you higher and really fast track you to your end goal and to your success. So head to NutriBabeNation.com. Get in, girl. I cannot wait to see you. I can't wait to help you crush your goals and be on this journey with you. And I will see you in the nation. Bye, guys.